Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bakak Quadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, you occupy that to push this word in truth and in sincerity. You know, you think about life and what this so-called life has to offer you. And it's really nothing, you know. Because we are yet this day in our captivity, pursuant to Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. So there's nothing this life can offer you. The only thing it can offer you is for you to sell out and to bend over and touch your ankles so some old ass Amalekite could bust up your back. That's what this society offers you. To sell out, to be a part of the boule. This society will offer you anything, man. So all your works in this society is vain, man. And King Solomon talked about great works are vain, man. Great works are vain. But you got two kind of great works. You got the great works we are doing, going out in the highways and the byways, putting up videos, which is not vain because we're going to receive a reward for that. But earthly, earthly works, carnal works is vain, man. We're not talking about spiritual works, doing this work, because that's going to reap benefits. But carnal works, working, building up your 401k, investing in stocks, you know, building up a great banking account, man. That's all vain in this society, because if anything happens to you, and you got a will, you know, it's gonna go to your family. And who knows how they're gonna handle that, man? So we know that great works are vain. And Solomon talked about it in Ecclesiastes in the Bible, chapter 2, verse 1 on down, man. When you go to the 4th chapter, where the 4th verse, he's talking about how he did great works. He built houses and vineyards and all these great things, man. But it's all vanity, because it doesn't mean anything, man. Because once you transition to the spirit world, all that's gonna be left behind to your family members, and who knows what they're gonna do with that, man. Who knows if they're gonna be a wise investor such as yourself, or how they're gonna handle all your finance that you left to them, man. You don't know, man. Hey, man, case in point, man. Not to get real personal, but my father passed on in 2019. He was in the military. So he had some assets. He got a house. He left me 2 cars, you know, put the house in my name and my sister's name as well. And he had some stocks. But, hey, man, you know, this devil, man, confiscated a bunch of his stocks that was his, definitely his, you know. So Esau is the devil, man. So every day that my father did, he worked, toiled, you know. I'm like, hey, you know, my mom's living in the house, you know. He did a good deed. But all that working and toiling and sweating, he left all, when he passed on to the spirit world, he left all that to my mother, me, myself, and my rest of my siblings, man. And that's what I'm going to say about that, man. But, you know, great works in this world, carnal great works as far as carnally, it's not good, man. It's vanity. And it vexes you, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that when you go into the spirit world, who knows how all that great labor that you toil and sweat for is going to be, you know, taken care of and considered, man. Because women and men, they like to blow money, especially women, man. So, you know, also, Solomon talked about in this same chapter how he hated life because of the works that's in life. It's grievous and vexation of spirit. You know, I mean, look what's going on now, man. Do you think I love this life that I'm living in right now? I gotta get up. I gotta get up and go to work, be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Do you think I love this lifestyle that I'm living right now? No. I tolerate it because the only reason why I'm here is because I'm doing the work of the Lord, man. You know? So, and I often question that right there. Well, I'm talking about way back before I even got in the truth. When I was 19 and I got shot up, I'm saying to myself, why didn't I die? Why didn't the Lord take me out? You know, because I was going through so much hell back then, man. You know? But now I know the answer. I had work to do. Just because I was going through what I was going through when I was young, I didn't know. But now I know I got work to do. I got to do the work of the Lord, man. That's why the Lord didn't take me out, man. That's why I'm still here. I'm doing the work, man. And it's going to pay off, man, because great works, such as doing the work of the Lord, Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shah, it's not going to go, it's not vain. It's not vanity. We're going to receive a reward. But for earthly works, it's all vanity and vexation of spirit. You can have men servants. You got these rich ass jakes that sold out. They got men servants, women servants. They got mansions. They got everything their hearts desire, but they're not fucking happy, man. They're not happy because they have to continue to do things that they have done to obtain them riches. So they're not happy, man. You know, so you want a reward that's based upon faith, based upon doing good, righteous deeds, man. And Solomon talked about that, man. You know, when he said, therefore, in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 17, when he said, therefore I hated life, you know, that resonated with me. Because I don't have nothing to look forward to in this life other than doing this truth, you know. My daughter's grown, she got her family, you know. So, my sister's doing their thing, my pops died. My pops was the strong link that I had in this society, man. I have my moms, I respect my mother and I love my mother, you know. But my pops was my strong link, who I confided in. I lost that. So my father went to the spirit world. A part of me went to the spirit world, you know, because I lost a part of me died with my father. But it's all good. I'm gonna see him again, Lord willing. If I'm part of the elect, I could bring back our bloodline, you know. But yeah, when you look at everything on the whole scale, this is all vanity, man, and vexation of spirit working. Look at society now, man. You got this feminist movement where women, they love to say they don't need a man. They buck up against the truth. Hey, man, the violence that's out and about in the society right now is horrific, man. And it makes you wonder, like, damn, man, why are we here, you know? But when you come into this truth, you got to learn how to suffer. When you come in this truth, you know, and Apostle Tahar said that, and it resonated with me. And you got to learn how to suffer in this truth, man. The Apostle Gabar did a video. When you come in this truth, man, you're going to suffer. It's not about you prospering. You're going to suffer, man. Because them demons is going to attack you. You're going to suffer. You're going to lose your women. Your family going to come up against you. You know, you may lose your job. That's why I tell you in the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1, my son, when thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation, man. And you got to constantly endure in this truth, man. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how deep it gets, you got to constantly endure because, hey, man, in order for you to get to the kingdom, you got to enter to that straight gate, man. Because we know, it tell you in the book of Sirach that, you know, it tell you in the book of Second Ezra that you got a side where there's water and a side that has fire. In the middle is that straight gate, man. You got to walk through that, because only one man can enter to that. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture, only one man can enter to that you know, to the kingdom at once. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, bottom line, you're going to suffer in this thing, and it's not going to be easy. And I understand fully why Solomon said that he hated life. Then he also speaks of wisdom. He speaks of wisdom and folly. Because you got wisdom that could grant you life, which is this truth. Then you got folly. These different other philosophies, such as Buddhism, Christianity, Kemet. Then you got black culture. So you got wisdom and folly. So Solomon also talked about wisdom and folly. You know? And right now, on the whole, our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, pursuant to Hosea 4:6. Our people are destroyed, man. They're gone, man. You can't tell Jake nothing, man. Jake is gone. On a level of spirituality, Jake is gone, man. You got a lot of Jake that don't believe in the Lord. If they do, they believe in the Lord through the precepts of men. They don't believe in the Lord, man. And a lot of Jakes be like, yo, that's the Bible written by the white man. But now that Vladimir Putin brought out the icons of the biblical Israelites, a lot of Jakes are eating their words now, man. You got a lot of Jakes that was saying that, oh, the Bible is written by white men. Now they're eating their words because of the fact that it took an Edomite to bring out the biblical Israelites, and the apostles were saying this all along for years, man. For years. Before the YouTube era, they was bringing this out. But now that Esau brought it out, now Jake is taking heed and paying attention. And shit is fucked up, man. Because it took an Edomite to bring out this truth, man. Who the two, not actually bring out the truth, because the truth is out there, but it took an Edomite to bring out the icons of Russia to show who the biblical Israelites are, man. And now you got a lot of Jakes that was saying that the Bible was written by the white man. They're eating their words. Like I said, hey man, you had a slave Bible where they took out a lot of things and gave Jake that slave Bible so they could cling on to, which is nothing but plantation Christianity and Renaissance Christianity. But now the truth is out there. The truth is flourishing, man. The truth that was here for so long is flourishing. And now a lot of these Israelites that's a part of the 2/3 are starting to acknowledge that, but guess what? They're still clinging on to that. This fucking guy. They're still clinging on to that plantation Christianity. They're still clinging on to it. Because that's all they got. And then, you know, I'm talking to my cousin, and she's telling me, check this out right here, Akim. And I can't understand this. Shots, man. Listen, I ain't speaking to her nothing about the truth no more. She was telling me, so she was like, you gotta love your enemy. I said that don't pertain to the rest of the nations. I brought her all kinds of scriptures, and she was like, you gotta love your enemy. I said, so let me ask you a question. You gotta love the white man, right? You gotta love your enemy regardless of what he do to you. So if the white man come in my house, rape my wife, rape my 9-year-old daughter, lynch my 8-year-old son, and cut my balls off, I have to still forgive him. You gotta love your enemy. I was like, you gotta be out of your fucking mind. But that's how these Christians think. They brainwashed, man. And I showed her the icons of Russia. I brought out scriptures on her, the color of Yahushua. You know, she was like, oh, that's Black Jesus. She's still calling him Jesus. And I'm telling him that's not his name. I'm telling her that John Trissino in the 1500s, 1540 or 1520 brought out, you know, was the father of the letter J. I understand that, I acknowledge that, but she still don't want to let go of that word Jesus, man. You know? So Christians are gone. 2/3 are gone. There's no remedy for the 2/3 of our people. You know? And that's why I understand why Solomon said, out of 1,000 men I found one, but of 1,000 women I found none. Because Job 39 verse 17, the Most High deprived them of wisdom. of knowledge of wisdom. Yo, man, these women are fucking like little kids, man. They're like little kids. They're gone, man. These women are like little kids, man. And then you check them on their bullshit, they get quiet, and they don't want to talk to you no more. Because they don't want to accept accountability. They get quiet. Then they get emotional. Then they try to gaslight you. That's what these women do, man. You know, so I clearly understand why King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 17, that he hated, therefore I hated life, because all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Because you got to go through a whole lot of shit in the society, man, that vex your spirit, and you got to put up with it. Do you think I love my life? Man, this shit is man, I don't know what it is to live, man. I don't know what it is to live, because I've never lived. I've existed, but I never lived. Sure, I had little times where I laughed and enjoyed myself, but in the back of my mind, I always knew that shit ain't right. So you can never be happy in this society, in this kingdom. And that's facts. Hey, so, you know, I'm at my destination. So with that, my thoughts on Ecclesiastes, the 2nd chapter, the 1st verse on down. I gave certain points on how Solomon had much wealth, women, men servants, maid servants, and he said all was vanity. All was vanity and vexation of spirit, which it is. He's not telling the truth. He's not telling a lie. He's telling the truth. All is vanity, man. Because you can't take it with you. When you die, all your worldly possessions stay on the world, and you transition from the physical world to the spiritual world, man. And everything you had physically is being left behind. And who knows what's going to happen to all your worldly possessions that you left behind. So with that, Shalom.